Channel R Discover.
Hi, this is Tara on Channel R Discover. I spent a few minutes this week chatting Canadian artist VISSIA about her new release The Cliffs and her album Pleasure.
You're not feeling, you're just taking on water.
I've been listening to your song. I really liked the Cliffs. I've got your album. Been listening.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I really like that. And I like what you said about that it's a way of people changing things up.
Yeah, that's definitely the heart of that song, and like just, you know, being there and being supportive of someone who's going through that, and knowing, I mean, and when you're on the other side, when you're staring over the edge of the cliff too, it's like, okay, many have come before me. I could do this.
I find that a lot of people, you know, you look at things and you put in a lot of things into perspective because of what we've been going through.
Definitely. It definitely makes, at least for me, kind of take stock and maybe decide, to make some changes and what things are not negotiable for me anymore, and which things just aren't, you know, worth keeping around, whether they're behaviors or habits or, you know, other people even, like.
Yeah.
If I told you everything from the start, would it even matter? A worn out version of me doesn't deserve to have to answer.
You go across different music genres. There's not one particular genre you're in, I would say. Is that right?
Yeah, it's definitely an explorative album musically, because I do have a lot of different musical influences, and you know, more recently in the past few years, it's been pop music, and pop is such a huge umbrella as well, right? So it's it was just a lot of fun to kind of experiment and try things that in the past I'm sure I wouldn't have even entertained the idea of doing.
Because like you can go from one extreme to the other with pop. Let's face it, you can go from cheese to sort of sad to all sorts with pop, really.
Totally. And I don't know, I feel like as I get older, the more I actually enjoy, like, you know, a certain amount of cheese. I'm like, you know, like some things are cheesy and I'm just here for it.
And why not sometimes? Just let go with it.
Yeah, it's like turning off your inner critic instead of like deciding to judge something. It's like, well, what if you actually really enjoy it? And isn't that what life is about?
All the shit people say about moving on, they just want to relate and send sad songs. I pretend I'm okay until they're all gone, but the look on my face isn't fooling anyone.
Growing up, I played a lot of country and western and folk music as a kid, and so that's kind of where I started with songwriting too, and very much like lyric-heavy, lyric-focused singer-songwriter kind of music, which like I still enjoy a lot of that. Like I enjoy bits of everything. I think there's something to be learned and felt from every genre, but so my last record before this one was definitely still a bit more in that kind of roots folk rock realm. And then with this record, you know, there are some tracks that you can kind of still hear, I think, that little bit, even with like the opener Doorway, for example. But yeah, it was just kind of, when I sat down to make this record, I had been listening to so much different pop music and really studying like, okay, what actually makes a good pop song? Because I don't love all pop music, like let's not, you know, assume that. But some of it can be really powerful, and, you know, pop stands for popular, and the reason it's popular is because so many people connect with it. And I think that's really amazing, because, you know, I think just, music is all about connection for me. And so that's kind of what I wanted to do with this album was, okay, I'm going to enjoy this process, explore different things which will fulfill me artistically, and hopefully by way of doing it, be able to connect with more people. The song Walk Me Home is a big one for me because it's really a song that I wrote for myself, and it talks about, the struggle of like forgiving yourself, like forgiving your past selves, and really just being able to realize that you were just doing the best that you could at the time, while also, coming to terms with the fact that it's not possible to do everything on your own. Like, it's okay to ask for help if you need it. So it's definitely a very self-reflective song, and one that, even because I think it's like a piano ballad type of feel, it feels very emotional to me. And that's definitely what I was going for with that song. So that one is very near and dear to me, and I'm still doing some work on those things that I sing about in that song, and I think that's an ongoing journey forever, probably, while I'm living and breathing.
Tell me what you think about me. Tell me what you think about tonight. I wish that you didn't have to leave. We could make it last all night. The way your body moves, I just wanna feel it too. We don't got a thing to lose, just take your time. You keep me coming back, I can hardly handle that. Thought that you would never ask what's on my mind.
I don't know, on the other side, really, like a song like On My Mind is just, it feels very freeing, and it's all about feeling good, and it's the first time I've really like written a song like that. So that one really sticks with me as well, because it's kind of just this kind of marker of like, oh yeah, you can write about different things, and it doesn't all have to be, the heartbreak and painful things. Like, those are very real as well, but like at the end of the day, I think we all just want to like have a good time, really.
Definitely. Yeah, we need some lightheartedness as well, so we can kick back and enjoy ourselves. And then you've got the other ones for when you want to sort of like, when you feel you need one of them nights.
Totally. Yeah.
It's been lovely speaking to you.
You as well. Thank you so much.
You're more than welcome. Take care of yourself.
Bye.
Bye.
Channel R Discover. The best up and coming artists are right here.